New Earth AC was formed by divine guidance to help lift up humanity and raise the vibration of all. New Earth is a community that started as a Facebook group and has grown to become an online interactive platform for those seeking to uplift, empower, and co-create with one another. On top of uplifting and inspiring posts, we began to connect with our members on a more deeper level. We now regularly host what we call Unity Circles and live stream them on our YouTube channel. Each circle is hosted by a member who wishes to share their knowledge and gifts out to the world in hopes that they can make a difference in the lives of others. You can find these circles inside the New Earth AC Divine Ray store and on our YouTube channel. Please take whatever resonates and let the rest fall away. New Earth AC is always on the lookout for new Unity Circle hosts. If you have special gifts and know that what you have could uplift, empower, and inspire others, if you want to make a difference in the world, why not host an online Unity Circle with us? We always live stream the circles onto the New Earth YouTube channel and promote our hosts to the world. If you think you have something to give, let Bonnie Bird, David Starr, and Robin Nicole know personally, or email us at newearthac1111@gmail.com, and we will place you onto the calendar and bring you onto a community chat to let everyone get to know you before your circle.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the New Earth Ascending Consciousness. Today, we have a special guest on today. She's one of our members. Her name is Reshma Eugene. So we're bringing her on today is meet our member, Reshma. Reshma has been on her spiritual journey since she was a young child, experiencing telepathy, psychic visions, seeing spirits and entities, hearing communication, and seeing UFOs. As she got older, she closed off her gifts due to depression and no one to turn to for help. And church was big for her and made her really believe her gifts weren't of God. While she was living the American dream, going to church, thinking she was doing the right thing, she realized something was wrong. She suffered from fear and anxiety. She had everything she asked for, but she was still not happy. This was the start of her reawakening in 2018. And since then, she has discovered she is a Pleiadian Mother. She's a Pleiadian Mother here to do her great things for New Earth and all of the Lightworkers. She has rediscovered a healing modality that is helping so many Lightworkers break free and see who they really are, get on their path, have more clear vision and love for themselves. She is here for the children. She is here for the New Earth and is creating a massive wave of destruction to the old paradigm with her healing. She will be sharing information about her and Pleiadian Mother remote quantum inner child healing. So I'd like to bring on the lovely Reshma. Welcome, Reshma, to the New Earth Ascending Consciousness.
Hello, Robin. Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure.
I just love the thing you have behind you with all of the stars. It's just so beautiful. It just makes me feel like very Lemurian. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. So yes, just a quick, how to recap everything that has happened. This new healing that I discovered was actually in July. So it's only September. And so much has happened since. So it's just like a lot of information. But what I can tell you in a compact time is that as my higher self, my soul is Pleiadian Mother, she is the one doing the healing in the quantum and I'm the absorber. Myself is the observer. So what happens is I am finding my clients who are having blocks in their life, blocks in their path of ascension, enlightenment, blocks, and they can't even meditate sometimes. The blocks, they don't know what it is. And we find that it comes from their inner child. They've had some trauma in their childhood. And how it came to be is one of my friends who was going through this, cycle of she keeps reaching a block. She asked me, she had a dream that her inner child was like crying and mad at her. And she said, can you send your Pleiadian mother to meet my inner child and just give her some love? And, I was like, okay, I'll think about it, and I just closed my eyes for a second and I saw that, my higher self, my Pleiadian mother self does meet with her in a place. And I was like, I think this is possible. So I said, well, let me just meditate and see, what answers I get. And I just went into meditation, and everything that I did was just so automatic. Like I have 4 Lemurian points, and I have a rose quartz, and I put the rose quartz on my heart chakra, and I put the Lemurian crystals around it, like a cross almost, like, and I'm doing this while I'm laying down. I'm like, okay, let me do this. And I put my headphones on and I'm listening to a God frequency sound. And I'm holding on to, let me get it. It's not going to show up, I don't think. I don't know. This is a Kesara.
A Kesara? What kind of rock is that?
This is really a cool mixture. It's a mixture of different rocks. I did a whole thing. I forgot everything about it now because I'm on another plane, right?
Yeah.
But it connects you to all of your chakras. It clears them. It just gives you more energy, and it's grounding as well. So I was like holding this in my left hand, and I realized the importance of it because as I travel, as I do these quantum healings, I could get sucked into different space and time, and it's like a protection for me to stay here on this plane. So I put all these crystals, I'm holding the crystal, I'm listening to the God frequency, and I'm like, okay, can I meet her inner child? Can I meet her? And then I just go into the quantum, and I'm there, and I'm meeting her inner child, and I'm hugging her, and I'm having a complete dialogue. And it's me watching my higher self, my Pleiadian mother self, just this beautiful being, having a whole conversation and giving her love, advice, information that she needs, and to advise her that her adult self, her current self, is needing her to, let's fix this issue, let's work on it so that they can have a better relationship. So it starts off like that. Now we go forward. I'm doing all these healings for her and another person and another person. I'm just going, doing, but I find that I have to have a protocol. So the protocol is is that the person, the client, has to have a prayer. They have to have their intention and prayer before I go in. So that's why it's like remote quantum healing, because I don't have to speak to the person on Zoom, on phone call. I don't have to. I do it completely on my own with my crystals, with my headphones, going into the zone. And so what they have to do is we have to talk. We have to find all those situations that happened in the childhood, all the situations that are affecting them, that were affecting them, find the intention for the healing, what we want to be healed. And then they go in, they do their prayer, they tell whoever they pray to, their guides, there is no, what is the word? There's no like a disconnect. It doesn't matter who or what they believe in, because I work with all consciousnesses. I work with all, beings of love and light. So whoever that they specifically, pray to, I will call on them myself. So they let me know, they do their prayer, and they say, I give permission to Reshma and her Pleiadian mother to meet with my inner child. So then
I find this interesting because you work a lot like the way that I do. I am coughing.
Really?
It sounds a lot like what I do. Mine is a little bit different, but like when I have a client, I do all of the same kinds of things. Like I get the crystals out. I have my Lemurian Star Child deck. But first, before I actually do a session for somebody, I ask for their permission to crystal gaze for them and to do all the things that I do like that. Like, so you do the same thing. And then I pull the cards, and I did the same thing. Like I'll pull the cards and I'll go out to the river and I'll take the pictures of the crystals of the Lemurian crystals I take to the river, take pictures, and then I don't look at them or anything at that stage. And then I go to bed, or I do it. A lot of happens at dream time or when I'm sleeping. But as soon as I like book a session with somebody, it's like all of a sudden this downloads, like what you're saying, like you go into meditation, you hold the crystals and you have them in certain spots and you put this music on behind you. I kind of do sort of the same thing, except for a little bit different, where I kind of like just ask, will you show me what this person needs and what is the theme? Usually the cards will kind of help me, but then they'll go in more like, and they'll show me, like, one time I had a person come in and they were showing me that they were going to be meeting with the Lemurian shaman when they went down to the inner earth. And that's all I knew because I saw the Lemurian shaman card. But then when I was sleeping at night, like I all of a sudden was shown the person is going to come down and this like pink whale is going to, or a pink dolphin, you're going to take them down with this pink dolphin. The pink dolphin, and then there's going to be this Lemurian shaman. They showed me this beautiful Lemurian shaman and all this kind of stuff, and she was going to like escort them, and then there was an elephant, and and the person goes onto the elephant, and we go into the inner forest inside the inner earth, and she was like met by her community and all this kind of stuff. And that doesn't happen in every session. It was just kind of like, they showed me exactly where they wanted me to take her, what was going to happen, this kind of way.
Yeah, well, I just get little inklings while talking to the person. And if I know, okay, so after we do the prayer, so they do their prayer, then I just ask them to text me that they've done the prayer. I'll do my prayer, call in all my guides, call in their guides, call in, everyone, and request that the healing go according to plan, and everything that needs to be done is done. And then I tell them I'm going in, and that's like, I'm going to start my meditation. Do not do any spiritual work. Don't meditate. Don't do anything. Just be yourself, like, don't think about that I'm healing you, just be yourself. So then I go into my meditation, and if the person has negative entities that are on them, I will know from talking to them. You can sense someone explaining, their situation. There's something holding them. There's something holding them back. They know something's wrong. That's usually like key, like, okay, the words, there's some dark, heavy stuff, in my life, and I just want to get rid of it. So I'm already prepared with those words. Okay, something is got to be removed, right? So I just, take some deep breaths and I say, okay, we're going in. So I'm all prepared. I'm going in. And if there's a dark entity there, I'm going in on my dragon and my unicorn by my side. And we're going into the scene. And it's usually always, if there's a dark entity to be removed, there's like, thick clouds, there are things, just all kinds of distractions and things that just distract you, and it's dark. And then myself, like here and now, I would be terrified, but my Pleiadian mother self is like, woohoo, we got this, like she's got her sword and her armor, and she's just going in, riding in, and calling in everyone, who's working with her, all the archangels, all the ascended masters, calling in Yeshua to bring in the golden light and to be there and putting up boundaries and, creating a light so that the negative entity can go into the light and be gone, and then creating a protection for that person so that the negative entity does not come back. And it's very interesting because like last night I was working on a client, and it was draconian and reptilian in nature. And it was a lot of work. I was in there for longer than usual time. So, but we got to know that they are going to be free now, and they're going to be able to work their light. They're going to be able to work with their guides now. There's no block anymore. And as I was on my journey with this healing, it was training, lots of training. And every time I was getting healed by someone else, with crystalline light, and then I would go in and, work with other people, I would get new information, new tools, new ways of healing someone, so it just keeps growing my abilities in the quantum of what I'm working on a person, how I'm working on a person. And now I also do energy body healing, and I have a crystal cocoon in my little healing area that I have in the quantum now. So it has just expanded, and it's so brand new, and it's something that no one else can do, is what they're explaining to me. Like, this is my full authority on this healing. That's what they've explained to me. And I feel like us meeting today is going to add another level to whatever is happening here in the quantum.
Yes, because this was supposed to be just a normal community chat that we were going to be doing today. And then some things kind of happened right before we went to go live. First of all, I got messed up with the time. And so I was like just leaving my swimming pool place and coming home thinking I had all this time in the world. And Reshma's like, where are you? So we had a chat in the car while I was on the way here, and we discovered that the two of us are Pleiadian sisters. So will you tell the story about what happened?
Yes. Okay. So last night after my healing, I had just took my crystals and put them on my chair because, it was crazy. I just left them on my chair and I went about my night. It was really late at night. And so I was coming back to my chair to sit and start our meeting. And I was like, oh no, all my crystals on the chair. And I picked them up and I have 4 points. And when I'm grabbing all my crystals, I'm like, I only have 3 points. So I must have dropped one. So I was like, all right, don't worry about it. After the meeting, I'll just go look around for it. It'll be found. I I go one way and I come back and I'm looking at my chair. Now, this is a black chair. I picked everything off my chair. It's black. You can see nothing's on my chair. And I turn around and the crystal, the fourth crystal that was missing, is on my chair. And I have this moment of like, okay, so there is a being who is interfacing here, took the crystal and put it back, and I'm like, okay, it's Lemurian. I grab the crystal, I sit down, and I'm just like, all right, I'm here, I'm listening, just tell me, what is the message? What is the message? And they're like, you're going to meet your Lemurian sister, and you're going to have this connection, make the connection. Connections are going to be made. And it's like, it's very important that we do this and just be, like, it was so massive. And I just felt like this rush of like love. And and I see like little sparks in my room and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I had to tell you, I was like so happy that you called me so I can tell you what happened.
And so I was also at the swimming pool right before this happened, and I was swimming my laps and I was going, what's going to happen today? What am I supposed to be talking with Reshma about? Because like, I don't know, I felt like it was something more than a community chat. Okay, I just felt like there was something going on, and I was like, tell me, what am I supposed to be doing with her? And they're like, let her do, you're gonna do like a real like session or something. And I'm like, I don't know if I can ask her to do a session on live TV, like live, like going on live, just hit it with her. Oh, we're gonna do a session now. And I was just like, I don't know if she works the same way I do, because like I do a lot of prep beforehand, and if I just threw this on her, she'd be like, oh, have a heart attack. Like, I don't know if I'd be ready to like do a session right this second, this kind of way. So we were talking about that, and I was just like, would you like to do something? And then you were telling me that yours you do more like towards the meditation and all this. And I was like, they're telling me we need to do a play where we need to go into the inner earth and meet the star mothers, and we're going to meet our aspects together. And so that happened. And then in the meantime, I called Bonnie, because Bonnie is also a Lemurian star mother. Okay. And Bonnie does all these things with me in this play. And so she's also like in the middle of the grocery store. And she's like, can we wait for a second and I'll do this with her? We'll go do this. And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, so Bonnie is now telling me she's ready to come on right now. I just got a message right now, and that she says, where are you at? So I think you're going to meet more than one Lemurian star sister today.
Yeah, so I want to just clarify, because I'm getting mixed up. I know your Pleiadian mother as well.
Well, yeah,
so
like
is
Lemurians and Pleiadians are the same thing.
Yeah.
So they're the same.
So your star mother and Bonnie's star mother?
We're star mothers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is blowing my mind.
And
okay.
We work a lot with star mothers. The star mothers come through. So hopefully, like, she's going to understand. So I'm going to push pause here on here. Okay. We're going to get Bonnie in. Okay. So you can meet her for a second before we kind of like go. So I'm going to. Okay, so as you can see, we've added another person. We have Bonnie here because we're going to go in, and our intention today is to go in and meet, we're all Lemurian sisters. And so our intention is to go in and meet our aspects inside the inner earth. And we pulled some cards. around it. And so we'll just quickly show you guys. We've pulled the card, it's observe, it's the owl. So we're going to be observing today what our surroundings are like and what's happening inside. There might be a fire of transformation, some kind of radical purification and violet flame type thing happening, and possibly an inner child attunement. So we have no idea what's going to happen, but that's our intention, to see what it is that our Lemurian sister aspects want to talk to us today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our intention is to go in and to learn a little bit about who we were along with Reshma, and just go in and see what we can find out.
Okay.
You ready?
So Bonnie's going to take us in.
All right. So just close your eyes and just take a deep breath. Fill in your lungs and just relax. And when you let the energy out, let go of all the stress and all the things you've been carrying around. Take another deep breath. Breathe in the divine and let go of everything that no longer serves you. And we're going to imagine that this beautiful rainbow energy is running down our body as we take another deep breath. And we're going to send this beautiful energy all the way down to the ends of our feet, all the way into the heart of Mother Gaia. We take another deep breath as she sends keys and codes back up. We breathe it all the way back up, all the way back up through our crown, connecting to Father, Mother, Son. Then I want you to just relax as this beautiful golden Christ energy is coming down, filling our body, every system, every cell, all the way down to the ends of our toes. Just expand in this energy. Then we're going to take another deep breath, send it out through our heart, connecting us from this beautiful pink bubble. Take another deep breath, sending it out. We invite all the archangels of light, all the masters of light to hold space for us today. We invite the Akasha in the Akashic consciousness. And now I want you to imagine you're just going to take a deep breath, and on the count of 3, we're just going to slide down the timeline. So take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. We're sliding all the way down the timeline. And we're coming down ever so lightly on this beautiful beach of Lemuria. We can feel the sand beneath our feet. And as we look around, we see a beautiful violet flame on the beach. And when we go over in that direction, we see that there's beautiful crystal crowns all the way around that beautiful flame. And I want you to pick the one that speaks to your heart and sit in front of that crystal. And as you sit there, this beautiful violet flame is whirling around us. And we're going to breathe it down into our crown, releasing in all directions and time. Just say it in your heart that you release all karmic ties, all contracts, in all directions and time that hold you back. Curses and bloodlines, all of it. Take a deep breath. Say, I release, I release, I release. Removing anything that's in your system that isn't for your highest best. The Lemurian mothers are now approaching us. And they want to start the ceremony with some light language. And they are so happy to see us. They're saying, it is about time that you girls finally came together. And they're like holding their arms out. And they're going to give us a blessing. Utukushumayana kayana ko tukumuyana yata iti ukutumiyana yana. Shutukumiyana kada amakotoko yana yandaki edik inikiti o kutukumiyana yana. Shutu umukutumiyana yata. They're telling you to connect your heart to the crystal skull in front of you. Lots of information going to be downloaded. Kutukoshane kayada karari prekatayana katamu kurukutumiyana karikitiyana yonukumiyana yana. Breathe in the wisdom. Take a deep breath. Breathe it in. Breathe in your sisterhood. Breathe in the balance of the male and the female. Breathe in the connection. We're sending out to our Lemurian aspects. And they are now approaching us and sitting down next to us. And they want you to sit knee to knee with your Lemurian sister. Look into her eyes. See the love, the unconditional love. And they're saying, connect your chakras. Just take a deep breath and just think, connect. Are you ready to integrate the wisdom and the knowledge from your time in Lemuria, from this aspect, with all the wisdom and gifts? If you are ready, just say yes in your heart. And just take a deep breath. And they're saying, we are one. Breathe them into your heart. And just relax in these energies. I feel Robin has something. You have something, Robin?
Sorry, I was on mute. So what they were showing me throughout the time that you were bringing us down, and as soon as we were seeing the crowns that were sitting there, and there was a crystal skull for each of us. And when my Lemurian aspect, Alana, sat with me knee to knee, she also held my hands, and she had the crystal skull and the crown in her lap, and she just placed it on my head and handed me the skull. And I see that the other aspects as well did the same thing. So your aspect has put the crown on top of you. All of you are priestesses. Every single one of you has been a priestess back in the times of Lemuria, and they want to know that you're special. And so each of you have now your own crystal skull that is gifted to you to use now in the future. So that was the first bit that they wanted to show me. And now they would like us to meld together as sisters. And so they're showing us to reach out and hold each other's hands in a circle. And they're going to do a ceremony around us. Their star mothers are here, and there's going to be a little bit of an initiation type of ceremony. to initiate us as official Lemurian sisters in this time of now, where we are now as like Robin, Reshma, and Bonnie. So there's some light language coming through. Ayanakaya oyanaki anaya. Oyanako, yanaku, yanaku, yanaya, snya, nikanaku, yanakaya. Ayanakia, oyu, yanika, analakana, uyanakana. You have lived a long time, Anakuyana, as sisters, Julia Kaya. Today is a very special day, Ayalakana, because now your hearts are connected together. You didn't know that you were here, and you have missed this piece of the puzzle. Ayanakaya, Nakaya, there's a piece of the puzzle that was missing, and now the three of you have put your hands together, and you have put the puzzle piece back together. We are so happy. We are so excited. Back in the times of Lemuria, the three of you did so many special things together. You laughed together, you played together, you cried together. And we're just so happy that the three of you found each other again. And we just want to tell you, please hold and keep this bond. This bond is sacred. This bond is special. And we're so happy that this happened today. We set this up, and it was all accidents. None of this was planned, as you see, dear ones. None of it was planned. It just so happened that everything fit together in exactly the right time. And we did this behind the scenes so that the three of you could get together today. And we were so happy that you're here. And so this is our message. Know, dear ones, that the three of you are linked together, and you have been linked together for eons and eons of time. And there's something special that the three of you are going to do together going forward. There's a mission, and there's something for the three of you. So we just wanted to let you know that today, and that's why we brought you together. I'm feeling complete at this moment.
Do you have anything, Reshma?
You seeing anything?
When I was down there, I was just seeing myself dancing and singing and playing like how she said we were, and I didn't understand it. I was just like, well, you're not telling me to do this stuff. And I'm like in the middle of everything, just like dancing and
No, it's just a direction. Spirit does what they need to do with you.
Yeah, and I was actually seeing what Robin was saying, like the triangle that we create. And I was hearing, Yeshura, like my Pleiadian mother named Yeshura, to just connect. So I was trying to hear something. Let me get back, quiet my mind again, and see.
I feel there's so much excitement that we didn't even realize this was Robin. I'm coming in as Robin right now, and I'm just kind of like excited because I didn't even know that this piece of puzzle was missing, and it does feel really exciting to meet this circle. And they're showing me now a maypole, the maypole with the ribbons, and they want us to do a dance, and they're telling me that Bonnie has something. I think there might be some light language or some things coming through with Bonnie while we do getting ready to dance around the maypole.
Okay.
And they're saying that we'll dance around the maypole and then finish, and then we will finish and we'll stand in the triangle, and they're doing they're going to do light language and connecting the wisdom. The skull that they gave us has all of our memories and wisdom and everything from those lifetimes. And we have many, many lifetimes there. And so, and the aspect that they gave us is a guide that's going to help us with all this wisdom. And so as we do the Maypole, it's like doing layers of reality. And so they're saying to just allow your mind to relax and take in whatever is the light language is being said.
Okay.
I feel like that there's also some music that they want me to sing. So how do you want to do this, Bonnie? Does the light language coming through yet? Or do you want me to start with the music?
Go ahead and sing.
Okay. Ayalana ki, ayaru, ayakayaki, Holaki, holaku, ayaru. There is one in the circle, there is one standing there. There is two in the circle, there is two standing there. Then there's three in the circle, and they all hold hands, going around the circle. They are free. Ayaki, ayakuna, ayaki, ayaku. Ayaki, ayakuna, modality. Ayaki, ayatu, ayaki, anu. Ayaki, ayakuna, ayalu.
I see stars falling down from the skies, just like little beautiful, like pixie dust going down around us. And the mothers raise their hands and they want to do a blessing of connection and to bring the creation wisdom into our heart. Utukumiyana katamo kutu shumiyana kayana. Itigana yada karak bakayana mayana niyataka mayatayana. Utukuyano wana kayata makutukuyana yana. We're saying open your heart wide, take a deep breath. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Tina shaka mayata yamakaya. Shutu unu moyana kayana. Kutukumi anashayanaiti amayana tayama kutumiana, bringing in the unconditional love. Kutukumi ayashayanayana, tutumi kiniana kaya kananiana, bringing in the understanding of nature. Kutukushumi anayana kayana kaya rumayana, tumukuyanayana, bringing in all Mother Earth's beauty, bringing in her animals, all the connection to the all. Opening the heart up to the all, seeing it, the universe as it is. Many, many layers, many, many layers, deeper and deeper as we go into the understanding. Put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. Breathe in the sisterhood. Breathe in the love. Breathe in the wisdom and the connection to the all. Take a deep breath. And now the mothers are all putting flowers in our hair. And they're putting this golden crown on the top of our head. Remember who you are, sister. Remember your family. And accept the love within your heart. Know that we're always here for you. Anytime you need us, anytime you need wisdom or need to call upon us, call us and we will be there. We walk next to you, we never left you. Because you are our family. We are you and you are us. See, they're putting their hands on our hearts and they're going to do a heart activation. Open your heart to the truth. Open your heart to the wisdom. And now they're putting their forehead to our forehead to do an activation of the third eye. See through the eyes of unity. See the love that resides. They're giving us big hugs. And they're putting a lei on us. And now they're saying, dance, sisters, dance. Dance with your heart. Dance with all your heart. And know that you belong. I am complete.
They're showing me a big, huge book, like a big old-fashioned book. Like this is a huge book. And it had a whole bunch of pages that had part of a story. And they said this was part of the story that we had created together back in the times of Lemuria. And they're handing us each a quill, a pen, and ink with quill, like a feather pen. And they're handing us the book and they're telling us that now that we know who we were in that time, they want us to start again, finishing the story that was started. There was a story that we started, and then there's a whole bunch of blank pages in front of us. And we didn't know that it was like this was missing. There was a piece missing. And they want us to finish the story. There's something they want us to finish together with the quill.
Beautiful. I'm feeling like
anything, Reshma, before we begin to close out?
I'm just being blown away by, like, you know, the whole dancing thing, and I'm seeing myself as part of like a bunch of Hawaiian, you know, dancing. I don't know how to explain. That's how I see it. Like, because I got the flowers, I got the lei, and we're just like, you know, partying. And then, and then you brought up the book, and then I see the book and the quill, and I'm just wanting to know. I was trying to tap into what is the story. What is the story?
They're saying to me there's more. There are more sisters. Yes. There's more sisters, but they're happy that the three of us did connect. But there are more sisters, and we will be shown as we go forward the other sisters, and some of us even know some of the other ones at the moment. But
I think I know who they are.
Yeah, but they're telling me, they're saying that we will fill this story. We will be writing the story and finishing it.
I feel like they want us to take the feather and write our aspect name of this lifetime in the book, because it's the beginning of the story in this lifetime.
Yeah, maybe it's almost like, you know, when you go to a wedding or a funeral and you write your name that you came to visit or whatever. I feel like maybe this could be the book. Like this is one of those books, and we're just coming in and we're signing it. We're saying we remember who we are. we remember we are part of the Lemurian Sisterhood. And that's what, maybe that's what this is all about.
Yeah. I feel like they're ready to close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do one final blessing with us before we leave. They're whirling around this beautiful pink loving energy. I just want you to breathe it in. It's all their love for us and all of our love for them. Nakashamayana katamayana yata, shitemayana katayana kitakomayana. Walk in the light. Kotokomiyana shanamaya katamayana karayana. Kurukurumiyana kata imakata. Remember who you are. Remember who we are. Korokomiyana kashayana. Breathe it out into the world. Create magic wherever you go. For your sisters are always wherever you are. And they're blowing kisses at us. They're giving us hugs. And so now this beautiful pink bubble is forming around us again. And on a count of 3, 3, 2, 1, we're traveling down the timeline, closing all portals and doors behind us, bringing all the magic and gifts that were given to us back into our present time, bringing it down into our bodies, our consciousness. We're going to breathe some beautiful red energy, grounding us into the mother. And when you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes and open your eyes.
That was really special. That was really special. Sorry about my dog. Everybody kind of came in all at once and the big noise was happening. The dog started barking. And
I didn't hear it.
well, I had to try to put mute on things. That's why when I started talking at one stage, I had mute on because there was so much noise going on in my background.
That's why, because I was like, Robin, do you have something? Nothing. I'm like, Robin.
And I was talking away. I was telling you what I was seeing and everything. And then
I was like, where are you at, Robin?
So we're just going to close this out as far as the part that's on the recording. So today we got to meet our Lemurian sisters, and this was very special and very unexpected. And so we have recorded this, and we are sharing this out to all the people with Reshma's community chat. This is the strangest community chat we've ever had.
Ever. It was fun.
But it was really cool, and
I'm sure they're going to get more exciting as the time goes.
So we're going to have you back a little bit more often now that we know you are in our sisterhood, and we'll have you back, and we'll do some more interesting, fun things. And so if you're looking to find Reshma and you would like to have a session of what she was talking about, what she does. What is it called again? what is it?
It's Pleiadian Mother, remote quantum inner child healing.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
Right? And you can find her, and I'm going to put this in the description of the video as well. You can find her at www.thelighthouse333.com. And so go and find her and have an amazing experience with your inner. You really focus on the inner child when you're working. So
trauma, memories. Actually, what I would like to say before I forget, if your mother and father had really bad energy while you were in the womb, that energy could have transpired onto you, right? And create this negative, energy throughout your life. Yeah, the pattern. And you might not have had a traumatic childhood, but that's that energy, so that is also something that gets cleared. It's through the womb.
Like when I was born, my mother couldn't hold me, like she had a really hard time. And then right for my first 9 months that I was born, my mother was on medication that the doctor said that she could drop me if she was trying to hold me. And so there was like this really like, I didn't bond with my mother. My dad did everything for me. And so when you're little and you're a baby like this, these kind of things that are going on, even though you're a baby, you don't even realize what's happening.
Yeah,
Yes.
it does. The energy behind it does cause trauma.
Yeah.
Yes. And even gender confusion.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, there's a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. And myself, I also do private sessions as well. I take people to I connect people to their healing chambers. I channel a special message and I do crystal gazing for them. And Bonnie does private sessions as well. So Bonnie, what is yours? Yours is called?
Well, mine's Ignite Quantum Healing. So it ignites the healing within. So we do hypnotherapy techniques and also travel through the Akashic records, working with whatever is in your chakras, because I'm also a Reiki master teacher. So whatever's within your chakras that needs to be released, we go in and we figure that out. And it's unique to every person that comes.
So
Good.
that's what we do. And so we're going to leave the recording, and I'm going to leave you with a video that just talks a little bit about what we do here on the New Earth. And we'll see you the next time. So bye.
Bye.
Are you a visual artist who finds it easy to create your masterpieces and then finds it extremely difficult to market and get your work seen? We here at New Earth AC understand this dilemma, as two of our Unity hosts are visual artists themselves. Jessie May and Robin Nicole decided to put together a new show called Artist Alley, where we intend to promote and showcase all of you artists out there in the world. If you are interested in having us showcase you on our monthly show called Artist Alley, please let Jessie or Robin know privately or email us at newearthac1111@gmail.com.